Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to bulk create 1,000 YouTube shorts in just some few minutes. This can be uploaded on TikTok or also on Instagram Reels. So this is basically what we're going to do. You can see this channel right here called Be Positive is doing similar thing and it's getting millions of views. So you can use this to drive traffic to your channel or even to your other TikTok account or Instagram Reels. So you can see this channel is getting millions of views using the same strategy, and I'm going to show you how you can do this. Now I'm also going to show you how you can create this in bulk, not just one by one. So that is basically what you're going to do, and I'll show you how you can get background videos for free, and then also how to get background audios for your shorts. So now we're going to use two applications. We're going to use Canva to generate our content. You don't need to write this from scratch, and we're also going to use Canva to create our bulk video. So now we can't waste much time. Let's jump into this and start creating. Now the first thing you need to do is to go to Canva, sign up, and then you can get 30 days free trial. That's the pro version. So when you go to Canva, just go to video, and then because we want to do this for YouTube, Instagram, and then TikTok, which is basically short videos. So we go to mobile videos. You can see this is what we're going to use. Click on this to open it. Okay, so this is what we're going to get. It's going to give you a blank page like this, because we are doing this for a motivational channel, just to get some inspiration. All we need to do is to search for, I'll actually go for something like beach background. I'll go for something like this beach background like this. So we actually need a beach background video. So that's what I'm going to do. So make sure you go to elements before you search for that. So go to elements and then search for beach background. It's going to give you a lot of videos. We want to pick something that will not distract our text. People can easily read our text. So I think something here, this thing right here is good. So I can just drag it on top of my blank page and then just format this to make sure it covers the entire blank page. So I can actually just zoom in this a bit for you to see what is happening. So this is basically what we have at the moment. This is actually a background video which we're going to work with. Now the first thing we need to do is let's go back to ChatGPT and now generate our contents. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can get this prompt. I have it here. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to tell ChatGPT to actually generate 10 for me instead of 50. Okay, you can actually do this in bits in order for you to get genuine content. So instead of doing 50, I'm going to say you should generate just 10 for me. For the purpose of this, you can put 100 there and generate it at a go, but you can do it in bit. Once you see the format, it's going to go fast for you. So let's ask ChatGPT to generate this for you. I'll show you how you can get the prompt, so don't worry. So watch this video to the end in order to see where you can get this prompt and use for free. So now it's going to generate, ChatGPT will generate this prompt for us to use in order to create our amazing content. So let's wait for this to be ready. Okay, so our prompt is ready. So our content is ready. We have the topic, we have the facts, and then we have the part 1 for the part and the part 2 for that. We have topic in psychology, we have crash, we have male facts and all that. That is what we're going to actually use for this short videos. So now we'll go back to Canva, and what we're going to do is that we're going to add some text. So we need to get a topic which is going to be actually what we have over here. We're going to have the topic which is either going to be psychology, crash, or male facts, and we're going to have the part 1 and then part 2. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm actually going to name this one topic. Okay, I'm going to name this on topic, and I'm going to add some effects over here, and I'm going to use the background effect, and I'll change it to yellow. I think this is cool, but I just want to modify the font. You can actually change to just any font that you want. Okay, I'm cool with this font. I want it to be bold, so I'm going to use the Atom font and then drag it to the top here. You can actually change the effect thickness. So over here you can actually the spread over here, you can reduce the spread a bit. Okay, so that is cool for me. You can do whatever you want. Now the next thing is going to add a part 1 and then a part 2. Okay, so here I'm going to add part 1 here, and then I'm actually going to change the font to white. I'm going to make the font white and then apply some effect. I'm going to use outline, which I'm going to make black. I'm going to make this outline black, and actually what I want to do is that I want to increase the thickness a bit here. Okay, so I have the part 1, and that is actually what I'm going to have. I will drag this to actually join some pin line over here. So you see this pink line, let it join this pink line so that I don't extend beyond your screen. Okay, so that is it. I'll move it to the top a bit because my texts are plenty and it's going to spread downwards. So we're going to have part 1. We can actually duplicate this, and then we have the part 2, let's drag it down, but we're actually going to place it on top of that after we add it as bulk crate. So this is basically what we have at the moment. Now for the duration, I'm going to set it around 11. I'm just going to set it, okay, I'm going to leave this around 11 seconds in all. So that is what I'm going to do. And then before this would play, I don't want them to play at the same time. Part 1 will play before the part 2. I want the part 1 to show. So we're now going to animate this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to right click on this and then go to show timeline. So or show timing. So that is what I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do is that I want this to show after 0.5 seconds. I want this to show after 0.5 seconds. That is the part 1. And I want part 1 to play for 5 seconds. Okay. I want it to play for, I'm going to say 5.5 seconds. So that is it. So I'll drag this part 1 will play for at least 5.5 seconds. Remember, it will take 0.5 before it will start playing. So this is going to be here, part 1, and then the part 2 will follow in that order. Then the part 2 will actually come on like this. Okay, so amazing. That is actually what we want. So if I try to play this, you're going to see how this is going to show like. So the part 1 will come first and the video will be playing in the background, where you can add several inspirational videos. I'll show you where you can get similar videos to use and bring them here. But once you have the bulk crate, you have access, or you have the pro version of Canva, you have access to all this. Now everything seems to be ready now, and we can actually add some effect to this. If you want to actually animate this, you can do this. Most of the time I try to lock the background so that I don't accidentally drag it. So if I select this and then you go to animate, you can actually even animate your text here. You can see there's some other ways you can actually animate your text. So we can, let me just use the pop for now for the purpose of this. There are several options you can pick from. Now we have this. Now we're going to use the bulk crate now. Like I said, make sure you drag it doesn't go beyond the pink line so that your text doesn't spread out of your short screen. So we are on course to do that. Now let's go back to Canva. And then what we're going to do is that basically we want to add background audio to this. If you want to play the same background audio, I'm going to show you a strategy to do that. You can get some background audios or videos from here. So if you go to misskit.co, you can actually get stock videos, you can get stock music, sound effects, video templates from this site. They are free to use. You don't have any copyright issue. I've downloaded some which I'm going to use, but you can go to this site and search for some. Now I want to put in some background video over here. I'm going to show you some strategy which everyone is not going to tell you. So let's actually go and upload one of these video audios, and I'm going to go to upload files. Use I download. You can see they are from Miskit, and I'm going to use this tech house background. So that's what I'm going to pick. So bring your time indicator to the bottom here from the beginning of your video, and then once this is done, you can play this for you to see. You can listen to this and then just click on this, and then it will apply this to your timeline. You can see if add the audio to the timeline. If you want to increase the audio volume, you can right click here. You can see we have audio volume here. You can actually increase it or reduce that. Okay, if you want to mute it, you can do that as well. Now we have our audio at the background. When we finish, we'll play one of these to see. So now the next we need to do now is to actually bulk create our video. But there's something what we're going to do. Canva cannot create the bulk audio for us, so we're going to use some strategy here, and that is amazing. This is something everyone will not show you. We want to actually just attach the audio to our background and then download it. So what I'm going to do first is I'll select the entire selection on the background like this and then delete it. Then go ahead and then download this entire background. Remember, the background now contain our audio. I'm going to download it. So let's download this and I'll show you what we'll do next. Okay, so now we are done downloading the background, which actually contain the audio that we have over here. Just go here and then go and then undo this. It's going to bring everything back. Now we have the audio at the background, but we need to actually delete this audio. Since I said Canva cannot actually bulk create the audio with the background for us, we're now actually going to delete this. Now we don't have audio, but remember we downloaded this initially, which actually contain our audio. So let's go ahead and upload this back. Let's go to downloads, and then we're going to upload this, but remember this contain our audio, which is basically the same as this, just that we have it with audio. We're just going to add it back. So we're going to just click to add this back. So this has been added back, you can see, to our screen. Now what we're going to do is that you can see this is now playing, containing our audio and everything. we're just going to move it back. You just go to layer and then move it or send it to back in order not to interfere with the layers on top. So now we have everything set. Now we can now start the bulk creating of this amazing video. Okay, do now is let's select the entire table this way. Copy this, let's copy our entire table, go to Canva and then come here and then select what bulk create. If you can't see this, just go to apps, just go to apps here, click on apps and then search for what bulk create. Let's search for this from here and you can see it's going to show you this. I've been using this, so I have it right attached over here. So just select bulk create and then what we're going to do right now is go to enter data manually, select that and then click here and then paste it. Just Ctrl V to paste like this, and you can see we've added the topic, the part 1, the part 2 facts, and then we have everything set. Now go down and click on done. This will be added over here, but we now need to link them to whatever we have on our screen. Okay, let me also make sure I drag this so that it doesn't go beyond the pink line. Let's do this as well. That will be sure it doesn't, when the topic is long, it doesn't go beyond our screen. Now we can start linking them. Just right click here and then go to connect data and then select the topic, go to part 1 here, select and then go to connect data and then link it to the part 1. And then let's go to the part 2 as well. Right click and then go to connect data and then link it to the part 2. Now basically that is actually what we want. You can see it has been indicated here, linked successfully. Now let's just drag this and place it on top of this part 1, part 2 on top of part 1. Remember, they don't appear at the same time, they have different timelines, so it will not interact with or distract anything. Now let's go ahead and click on continue. You can see generate 10 designs. So you're going to generate 10 different shots for us, which is about 11 seconds long each. If you are doing this for 1,000, you can see it's going to indicate 1,000 over there, but I prefer doing maybe 100 in that order. So now let's click on generate 10 designs. It's actually going to open this in a new tab. So wait, here we have 10 different slides generated. If you scroll through, you see everything generated for you perfectly. So you can see I have here psychology for the first one here. So all you have to do is to click on this. Some of them may be too long, and then all you have to do is, you can see it will not go beyond your page, but it will go downward. So you can just select that. That is what is too long. You can just adjust that and make sure it fits on your screen, and then just move them back. Everything has been already animated, so you don't really have anything to worry about. So if I play this first one, this is how it's going to be like. So basically this is how it's going to be when it gets to a different topic like crash like this. It's going to show. So mostly if you have a motivational message that are not quite long, or you can reduce the font in order for everything to fit right on your screen, all you have to do is just to do that. Just make sure you reduce it to, in order for it not to extend beyond the screen. But for the sideways, because we adjusted the pink line to not go beyond the screen. So if I play this one also, you can see how this one is going to look like. So basically that is all you need to do, and then you're going to get all your entire shot over here. You're going to get your entire shot, and then just go ahead and click on share, and then we're actually going to download this. Click on download, but the most important thing here is to select download pages as separate files. So this is actually going to give you 10 shots as a go. So you can see we have 10 pages, but it's going to be separate shots. So I just need to go ahead and click on download. And it's going to take some time. It's going to download this as a zip file for us, and we'll extract this and then play for you to see. File like this. All you have to do is to extract this to get your YouTube shot. So I'm just actually going to extract this. So after extracting this, I'm going to open it. You can see I have my 10 shots over here. Let me just play the first one for you to see. So as you can see, basically this is how the shot is going to be for all. So all you need to do is to use the same procedure to generate the other bulk YouTube shot. So if you want to do this for 50, 100, you can use the same principle. Now I'm going to put the ChatGPT prompt at the description of this video. Like, subscribe for more.